Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Miller here. Happy Thursday. We're getting so close to having some time off for Christmas, so I'm super excited for all of you. Today, we're going to continue our reading of Christmas stories, and we're going to read one of my favorites. It's called Olive, the Other Reindeer. Remember that a story has a title, it has an author who writes the words, and it has an illustrator. We also talked about the front and the back of the book, and we know that we read left to right. So let's sit back and enjoy Olive, the Other Reindeer. Every day, Olive took her daily dog walk, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Today was a winter's day. It was the holidays. There was music playing outdoors. People were singing along, all of the other reindeer. Olive was too shy to sing. She hummed. Back at her doghouse, Olive was wrapping presents and listening to the radio. She heard that song again. All of the other reindeer, went the song. Olive, the other reindeer? Olive sang along. Olive, the reindeer, said Olive. I thought I was a dog. I must be a reindeer. It was the time of year when all reindeer reported to the North Pole to help Santa Claus. Olive put down her scissors carefully and marched out the door. She took one bus and then two buses. She got there just in time. Santa was checking his list for the second time. Elves were busy helping the reindeer and loading the sleigh with presents for all of the good girls and boys. Everyone was getting ready to go. Olive took her place. Santa noticed that there was a little dog in the lineup. Santa knew a lot about dogs. For instance, they can't fly. But as it was time to go, he decided to give Olive a chance. Comet, the biggest reindeer, used a piece of extra ribbon to make sure Olive was tied in safe and tight. Now they were ready to go. Olive was surprised. It was so easy to fly. The other reindeer were very cautious about the new helper. They looked at Olive so much, they weren't watching where they were going. Oh no, we know that that's not a good thing, is it? Crash! They flew smack into the top of a too tall tree. Oh dear, said Santa, my sleigh is stuck in this tree. I'll have to cut it free. Olive clung to the side of the tree. She tried to fly up to help Santa, but she could not. She climbed up slowly and started chewing. Chewing sticks was something Olive could do well. Thank you, Olive, said Santa Claus as they got back on their way. So Olive was a helper. They had not traveled far when Olive's nose began to twitch. Olive smelled trouble. It was the smell of gumdrop candies as they fell from the sleigh. Drop, drop, drop. Olive barked and Santa knew what to do. He steered the sleigh down and around so that all of the gumdrops fell plop, plop, plop back into the toy sack. We were very lucky to not lose a single gumdrop, thought Olive. Then she heard a strange sound. It was the musical note, ee! She spun around on her string to see the night sky filled with falling flutes. Olive had to howl louder than the wind instruments. This was not music to Santa's ears. First gumdrops and now flutes, thought Santa. That tree must have torn a hole in my sled. Prepare for an emergency landing, Santa instructed. The sleigh landed in a snowy field full of flutes. Luckily, Olive was very good at fetching sticks. It was something dogs love to do. Before Santa had finished patching the hole in the sleigh, Olive had returned each and every flute back to the sack. Ho, 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 said Santa. We're ready to go. They were running late, but after a while, all the good children received their presents, and Santa and his team headed home. They were almost home when they got caught in the dreaded North Pole fog. The reindeer slowed down until it was only the breeze that moved them along. The fog was as thick as a pillow. It made everyone feel sleepy. Then Santa remembered something about dogs. They're expert smellers. Olive, I'd hate to be late for breakfast this year, he said. Mrs. Claus has planned a parade of cookies. You can almost smell them, can't you? Olive could smell the cookies. Olive, won't you guide my sleigh this morning? Asked Santa. Olive moved to the front of the sleigh. Thanks to Olive's nose and Mrs. Claus's baking, they made it all the way back to the North Pole. All of the elves sang out in cheer, hooray, hooray! Santa and the reindeer and the little doggy are back. Back at the North Pole, it was a glorious morning. After eating lots of good food, it was time to open presents. The reindeer got jump ropes and the elves got toy trains. Santa reached into his toy sack. There was just one present left. It was for Olive. It was her very own set of reindeer antlers. They fit perfectly. Then everyone went outside to play reindeer games. The end. All right, that's one of Mrs. Miller's favorites. I love Olive. So I would like for you to think about what was my favorite part of that story. What part did I love the most? I know I loved when she smelled the cookies and made them return to the North Pole safely. That was my favorite part. So think about what your favorite part is, because in writing today, you're going to draw and write about what your favorite part of all of the other reindeer. Okay. I don't have much else for you today. The only other thing that I can remember that I would love for you to do is I would love for you to practice your sight words. And today, I would love for you to open up a Google Doc and try and type your sight words. And then you could just share that Google Doc with your teacher. You might need some help with that, but finding the sight words on your Chromebook would be a very good practice for those sight words. So you could type it and then read it, and then type it and read it. So you could type SEEC, and then you would read the word see. If you're not sure how to pull up a Google Doc, you could just type it and just say SEEC and act like you're typing it and not actually type it. You could also write those words out, but I do want you to practice your sight words. Okay? Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.